Alright, what's up, my friends? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're playing some Modern today. I have a bunch of fun brews on tap. And this first one is actually a pretty adorable piece of deck building. This was found in the 5.0 deck dump on Magic Online. I don't actually have the player's name marked down, but it would not be hard to search for Glassdust Hulk on MTG Goldfish and just find the deck that did well with it. That's who this person is. We have a pretty cool deck here. So, obviously, Living End's been a deck for a while now. You know, it's a pretty simple deck. It's basically just a pile of big cycling creatures, and then some Living Ends, and then some Cascade cards, and then no cards of a deck that cost less than 3. So, of course, if you're unfamiliar with how this works, Living End is a no mana cost sorcery with Suspend, meaning that the intention is you cannot cast this card, you can only suspend it, and then after 3 turns, cast it in your upkeep, like all suspend cards. And the effect is, basically you swap all the creatures in graveyards and in play. However, as is the par for the course in Modern, we don't do things the fair way. We do them the unfair way. Cascade, the mechanic seen on Bloodbraid Elf. When you cast a Cascade card, you flip the top card of your deck until you find a card that costs less than the Cascade card. Well, the only card in our deck that costs less than Violent Outburst or Ardent Plea is Living End, meaning that essentially Violent Outburst or Ardent Plea is just a 3-mana copy of Living End.
Wow, a year fun times.
Almost 1 year, 11 months. Gaffer, what's up, my friend? Resub, welcome back. So basically, our deck only ever intends to cast one spell. That is the Cascade card, which casts Living End, and then we're going to swap all the creatures in graveyard and in battlefield, and a Wrath of God plus a bunch of big creatures should probably do the job most of the time. Now, the innovation here is that most Living End decks are Jund colors. Usually have Fulminator Mage and use the green, black, and red cycling creatures. This one's blue, and that's possible because there's been a lot of really good 1-mana cyclers printed in blue in the last year or so. Amonkhet gave us Curator of Mysteries, which is also honestly a pretty castable card. He gave us Striped Riverwinder, perhaps one of the best options, a 5/5 hexproof. And then Modern Horizons just gave us Windcaller Aven. It's a 4/3 flying. And of course we have Glassdust Hulk, which is kind of a cute one. Joining Desert Cerodon and Street Wraith. Basically, we're just looking for the largest creatures possible that cycle for only 1 mana. And but the real innovation here is Force of Negation. 4 copies of Force of Negation. This card is one of the best cards in Modern, in my opinion. Really, really, really important card. And because we're playing all of these big, dumb blue cards we don't really want anyway, in Glassdust Hulk and Riverwinder and even Ardent Plea, we've got a lot of good Force of Negation fodder. And again, the problem with this deck is it tends to be fairly uninteractive because you can't play any cards that cost less than 3. So Lightning Bolt, Lightning Helix, Remand, you can't play those cards. So Force of Negation gets around that very, very nicely, allowing us a little bit of interaction, as well as the ability to defend our combo. If we Violent Outburst on their turn, we can use Force of Negation to defend it as well. Usually you can't use Force of Negation to defend your own combos, because you can only cast it for free on their turn. Well, an instant speed combo makes that very doable. 20 lands, pretty simple deck, but pretty cool. Sideboard is interesting. 4 Leyline of Sanctity for discard spells. 1 Mystical Teachings can go find us a Violent Outburst. That's kind of cool. Or Force of Negation. Dismember, Ingot Chewer, Ricochet Trap, all pretty standard. Only 2 copies of Fulminator Mage, which surprises me because this card's really, really good with Living End. And 2 copies of Dead Gone. You gotta kill that Thalia. Cute interaction here is that Dead Gone, while it is effectively a shock and a unsummon, the total mana cost of this card is 4. Because the way split cards work now, it takes the total cost of a card. So with you can see all the cards on our sideboard are basically 1 mana cards that are written as a mana cost of 3 or more. Trap cost 1, Chewer cost evokes for 1, Dismember usually cast for 1, etc. And the Gone side is bounces, sorry. So all of these are ways to circumvent the restriction of the Cascade mechanic while also playing 1 mana interaction. That's the deck. Looks pretty fun. Honestly, fairly simple, but also fairly effective. Honestly, the best modern decks are often simple but effective decks. So let's hop in a league and see some battle in here. Once again, I want to remind everyone we are currently in the heat of September. That's right. Half off subs this month on Twitch. We're doing 20 days in a row to celebrate that. This is day 7 of 21. We've already passed our first goal. We're at 676 subscribers. Very close to our second goal, which will be an MTG Arena Viewer Challenge Day. And thanks, TMO. Appreciate that 4-month resub. And then we have some exciting ones as well. Donation bonus leagues. New stream mascot. He's right over there. He wants to meet you. And then we're going to stop at 999 subs. Because please no. Please no. September. Alright. First hand. So a one-liner, but very easy to keep because we have 4 cycling cards. This deck really is rather simple. You just cycle, 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 cascade. A lot of redundancy here. A lot of redundancy. So the Arena Viewer Challenge Day is really, really simple. I'm just going to take challenges from viewers. And every person who wins will be put in a prize pool. And there'll be a random drawing at the end for one of the winners to win something cool. Also got something really, really fun on tap for this Friday. I'm going to be working with Ali and Trazi. And I believe we're going to do kind of a fun new show involving us building different decks. Each other's chat is going to be banning cards, essentially, that we can't play with. And then we got to build decks. It's going to be really, really fun. Look for more information on that. We're still working out the details, but that should be on Friday. Me and Ali and Trazi doing a deck building challenge on MTG Arena. It's going to be really, really fun. Again, basically, the goal is that each chat is going to be able to... I'm just going to get a green and white so I can cycle that. We'll start green, white, doesn't really matter. So each chat is going to be able to ban the other player from playing like 10 cards. So for example, Ali's chat might ban me from playing Teferi Time Raveler and Goblin Ringleader and whatever. And my chat might ban Ali from playing Golos and Chromatic Lantern. It's going to be really fun. Look for more information on that. I'll post information about the voting process and stuff like that. Alright, so we're rolled up here. The fear is they have a lot of counter spells to stop my cascades. We'll see. We'll see. Serum Visions. Got a Batterskull. Honestly, beating counter spells in game 1 seems pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie. I think we're just going to jam here. Alright, so we have to get Temple Garden to cast our thing, so unfortunately we can't cycle another Riverwinder, but... Well, that was a really good draw. Because now we can interact on their turn as well. Okay, so we're just going to say go. Wait. Alright, so this is going to resolve, put in Batterskull, and then we're going to cast Violent Outburst and kill the Batterskull token and bring all of our stuff back. I guess they could have Force of Negation, which would really suck. Hold on. Maybe I should think about this. Force Negation just changes everything. If we're scared of Force Negation... Could also cycle 3 more times, and they could also just cast it on their turn too. I could obviously end step Outburst, then Plea on my turn, but they can just still counter and then Force. I'm just gonna do it. I'm not sure if we can reliably beat a Force right now. Oh, it worked. Better lucky than good. So now we have we killed their Stoneforge Mystic, and we have a beefy Force here of a 6/4. A 5/5 Hexproof, and a 3/4 Glassdust Hulk. They have Verdict, it's fine, because we have Ardent Plea, so we can bring it all back. Teferi Time Raveler. It's amusing. Bouncing my stuff. The really fun part of this deck is in the late game where you start casting these cards. Alright, I would like to finish off Teferi, because Teferi, it's funny actually, Teferi is actually a main deck hate card, because with the Teferi in play you can't Cascade, because this card is the most obnoxious card of all time, so. Let's cycle first, see what's up. Curator, I might actually just cast this. Alright, so let's attack here. So the Hexproof creature can go to Teferi because they can't kill it, because Hexproof is awesome. And I'm just going to jam this Curator of Mysteries, honestly. As I said in the intro, this card's pretty castable. I think maybe I shouldn't have fetched this Island, though, because we only have 1 basic, so now Path to Exile is just a Vindicate. Whereas getting the extra land so I can just hard cast my stuff is actually kind of reasonable. Alright, so Stoneforge is fine. No Path is pretty good there for us. Also, whenever I cycle a card, I get to scry, which is pretty cool. Not that we're really, like, drawing to that many relevant cards, but... Snapcaster Serum Visions, they are dead. Like, actually dead. So we have 2 flying creatures. This thing has the ability where... Oh, I'm sorry. I have to draw a land in there to make them dead. Cost, this thing costs 5. Land. Ardent Plea. Okay. Oh, I think it's okay. They can fire a Batterskull next turn, but we get to attack... Oh, wait. My draft commons have abilities. Sorry, we're good. We can give our Glassdust Hulk flying. Scry bottom, I guess? I don't think it really matters, honestly. We can also Violent Outburst for a few extra points of damage. Your 6-month resub, welcome back. Oh, I'm an idiot. This doesn't have flying, it says Hexproof. I'm so stupid. I don't know why I thought it said flying. I'm just an idiot.
Hey, Jim really drunk was trying to sleep and was watching you on YouTube but remembered you were doing September, so here you go.
Thanks, Dorn Pouncer. I don't know why I thought it said flying. I'm sorry, everyone. Random draft comments. I thought both said flying for some reason. I'm just being really stupid. All right. Well, we got to figure out how to get this game back here. I could have killed my opponent. I could have given this flying and then cast Violent Outburst. We drew the actual perfect card. So that's annoying, but that's okay. We'll wake up, tighten up. Yeah. Weird cards. Sorry. Feldar Guardian? We're getting Sahili'd. Oh, man. No. The Flickering Batterskull. Alright, thank God. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. It's fine. They're dead. It's not a big deal. Like, I don't know why they did this. They should just equip their dead on board now. So. Bottom that. Draw. Force of Negation. That's kind of cool. Top that. Alright, so they're dead. It's fine. They're dead through basically everything because we have Force and we have 2 unblockable creatures. Even so, Path can't even beat us. Man, sloppy. Sloppy. Alright. Sorry, folks. I didn't know what my draft comments did. I've drafted these cards, too. What are you doing, Jim? Come on, tighten up. Yeah, Force seems really, really good in this deck. So, alright. We're going to bring in 2 Ingot Chewers. 2 Ricochet Traps. I don't think I really need to bother with trying to answer the Batterskull. Or the Stoneforge Mystic. I like Fulminator Mage too, I think. And we definitely want to cut the Spirit Guide. We can cut a few Cyclers, I think. I think Windcaller, Aven. I guess the Flyers are kind of important because they get around Batterskull pretty well. Like, Desert Cerodon's probably the worst of the bunch. And honestly, Street Wraith doesn't seem very good either. I might actually call the Wraiths. Wraith is more of a speed card anyway. We're not really looking to be super speedy in this matchup. The 1 Teachings, I don't know. You can get Force Negation, you can get Violent Outburst. That's basically it. I guess you can get a Ricochet Trap also. This card actually comes in this matchup. Let's cut 2 Desert Cerodons. And try this out. We can also force we have no way to kill a Rest in Peace. It's kind of interesting. So nothing like Wear and Tear. That would be pretty good. Like, if we're playing Teachings, 1 Wear and Tear, you know? But I imagine Teachings is for slower matchups like this, where you have time to kind of set up. Alright, Force Negation, Plea, Cyclers, Ingot Chewer. Seems good. You can always force the Rest in Peace, which is pretty cool. Serum Visions. Wispmare? Wispmare is probably worse than Wear and Tear. Alright, so Serum Visions goes top, bottom. Cerodon, sure. I mean, there are 4 Force Negation to just counter Rest in Peace, which is kind of cool. Speak of a devil. We're going to ship an Ardent Plea. So that feels pretty good, not going to lie. Probably should have cycled first, but whatever. Another Striped. Mana base is a little weird because we only have Temple Garden, so we can't fetch Temple Garden and cycle our cyclers because Temple Garden doesn't cycle anything basically. Just gonna ship. Again, this is a 5-0 list. I'm sure it can be improved upon. No, it is not the thing. Getting Vendilion clicked. Click. Sure. So imagine they take my Ardent Plea here. But again, the whole deck cycles, so you find something eventually. Like a Force Negation. And a Force Negation. So I might just get a land tapped here. Now we're on a clock. We obviously want to find our, a spell, but we're looking for Violent Outburst. That's right. Alright, just say go here. Mono Red Prowess with Killing Fiend? No, I haven't played that one yet. Hardcasting Force, also a thing. Once Bring the Light Scape Shift can be played, a little bit later on in the stream. September. Dum 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 dum. Saheeli. I think we should counter this. I don't think I should have brought these in. Alright, so we're going to end up shocking anyway, I think, because I don't want to get the island. Alright, so we're looking for JT Man, new sub, what's your name, where you from? Welcome, my friend. That is what we're looking for. So we have Cerodon, Striped Riverwinder, and that is it. We actually only have 2 creatures in our graveyard. I think we still go for it. I'm just gonna get the island. Cycle this thing. We're at 9. I don't want to get burned out. Cast Living End. Kill the click. Bring back the Boom Booms. 2/5/5 hexproof. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. They have 3 cards left. Feldar Guardian. Unfortunately, we have 16 and they're at 17. But we have Force of Negation for Saheeli, so I'm not sure why they would untap Island over one of these lands. What do they got? I guess the over Fortress makes sense, but alright, so no, we could hardcast Force. Alright, so this is 1 off of lethal, right? This is 16. Gifts Fun Given.
Modern time.
7-month resub. Welcome back, my friend. Alright, so now their fetch land is off. So they have 4 mana available, 3 cards in hand. They have Saheeli, we have Force. I don't think Stoneforge Mystic fits super well in these decks. Another Feldar Guardian? Sure. Yeah, Force feels insane in this deck. So far, the Forces have been unreal good. I mean, this is not a draw. Like, it's a May loop, right? Okay. So they could indefinitely flicker the Feldar Guardians, right? One flickers the other, it flickers the other. But that doesn't actually do anything. So, and it's not, like, the game wouldn't be a draw. Cause, I mean, like, obviously I'm Magic Online, there's timeout, but it's pretty funny. So, there's our deck. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. Again, we're playing a blue-based Living End deck with 4 Force of Negation. This is just a 5-0 list that I found. And the deck seems pretty sweet. Well, to remind everyone, check out CoolStuffInc.com. CoolStuffInc.com, number one source for all your game shopping needs, as well as my articles, CoolStuffInc.com. My video yesterday, all about Stoneforge Pox. Deck is honestly pretty sweet. This video is really, really good. Not going to want to miss it here on CoolStuffInc.com. And, of course, check out other great articles as well. And, of course, their great sales. Nuts and Bolts sale. You're going to love my nuts. Check it out, CoolStuffInc.com. Use promo code JIM5 for 5% off your order on CoolStuffInc.com. Thunderjack says, how would that infinite flicker play out in paper? So basically, that's a loop, but it's a optional loop. So it's the player is taking an action that is in a loop. The player has to decide how many times to do the action and then do something else. You can't just say, I'm going to do this until the round ends. That's slow play. So they say, okay, how many times are you going to do it? And they'll say 5 million. And they say, okay. And it doesn't actually affect the game in any way. So now you just go on with your lives. If there's a Soul Warden in play, then they would gain 5 million life. But the only loops that draw the game are things like the Oblivion Ring loop, where there's no choices being made. It's just happening. And it actually locks the game up because there's nothing else you can do. Correct. The flickering player cannot time out somebody. You have to choose a number and do it. It would be slow play just to be like, I'll flicker this, I'll flicker this, I'll flicker this indefinitely for 25 minutes. Yeah, I really, really hate not having a Hallowed Fountain in this deck. Because we can't fetch a blue source cycle because all of our cyclers are blue. Seems sketchy. JT Man's been a YouTube viewer for a while now. Glad I could support, even with a free sub. Hey, I'll take it. All right? Appreciate it. Appreciate my YouTube viewers. And what does a free sub mean? That's an Amazon Prime sub / Twitch Prime sub, meaning that if you're an Amazon Prime user or a Twitch Prime user, you get a free sub. Simple as that. Yes, new subs, Discord, check it out. Listen, man, I know you're excited, but we're not at 900 subs yet. Alright? You're thirsty, I'm thirsty. Stoneforge Mystics all day. Yeah, well, we're going to put a lot of big things in play and kill for Stoneforge Mystics, so that's pretty cool. Oh. I was going to fetch that. Nick, no problem, my friend. Happy to have you. I know not everyone can watch live. I'm usually on during the day, so the YouTube is a perfect compromise. Oh boy, another crappy Stoneforge deck. Sort of Feast and Famine. Sure. Sure. Yukon resub.
Jim the sellout, Jim the sellout, Jim the sellout.
Indeed. Alright, so we're going to bombs away here with the Ardent Plea. They could have Force, I suppose, but can't really play around Force, so... Crap. Exiling Spell Snare. That's pretty funny, because Spell Snare is obviously worthless for us, versus us. Alright, so I mean, if they have another counterspell, we're in big trouble, but... Are those chewing sounds in the background? Don't you worry about that. They're actually drinking sounds, but... Alright, so... We're going to play an island. We're going to say go. They're going to activate Stoneforge Mystic. We're going to cycle and then Outburst. And hope that they don't have another Force... or a Spell Pierce or something like that. The goal for 700 subs is tomorrow would be a MTG Arena viewer battle day. So I'll play against viewers all day. Anyone who beats me will be entered into a pool. And I'll give away a prize to one of the winners. What's a good competitive deck in Modern that isn't Urza or Storm? I mean, there's a million options. No Force, please. The problem also here is that we only actually have 3 living ends in our deck, so once they counter all 3 of them, we're dead, but this one seemed to work, so. And now no Wrath, please. Oh, competitive combo deck. Dredge is honestly pretty good right now. The format's very, very young, honestly. If there's a combo deck that you like, you can probably work on it and make it good right now. Stoneforge Mystic. Sure. Batterskull. Sure. I'm pretty sure our board can beat a Batterskull currently. Glassdust Hulk. I think we're cashed him as bad boy. Right now we're going to attack for exactly lethal. So they have a path. No path. Our opponents have been pretty bad at drawing Path to Exile. Oh, God damn it. I gotta buy an actual light. Alright, and then fetch ourselves in the Temple Garden. See, I think the mana base in this deck needs work, but I actually like this deck. Seems pretty sweet. I guess they could have a Wrath. I mean, I just didn't even need to play this, but whatever. I doubt the Stoneforge Mystic deck is playing Wrath of God. Yeah, the storm wasn't that bad at all. Okay, so our last opponent was actually Saheeli. This opponent seems like they're more of just an actual Stoneblade deck. I think we're bringing in the same package of 7 cards here, and taking out the 4 Street Wraiths, the 1 Spirit Guide, and the 2 Cerodons again. Keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, I doubt they have a Wrath in their main deck. Kind of like this Teachings too, honestly. I would like one Wear Tear. I'm also not sure about these. I don't know if those Leylines of Sanctity are necessary. I guess they're good against Burn too. We're gonna mulligan here because this Living End is terrible in our hand. That is one downside to playing not black, is that we can't suspend Living End. So when we draw, it's actually just worthless. This is actually really good. Oh my god, I did it again. I wish that... Oh god, I hate Magic Online so much. The dialogue for putting your card on the bottom when you London Mulligan, it just looks exactly like you're opening turn 1. So, like, I just forgot that I mulliganed and went to play a land because I don't know, I'm spacing out and hitting things, and I put the card in the bottom. I think we're fine. Our hands are actually literally just all cyclers. We'll probably be fine, but it's obviously not what I intended to do. Which is pretty frustrating. Yeah, we drew a land anyways. It's fine, but it's just Magic Online being Magic Online and being as user unfriendly as possible. MTGO more mechanically difficult than StarCraft. Yeah. All right, so no Rest in Peace. That's good. Alright, not a problem. When your whole deck does one thing, it's not too bad. Yeah, As Foretold is just too slow. Because the problem is, you don't actually want to draw Living End, and As Foretold makes you actually want to draw it, so... Alright, there's an opt. We have Ricochet Trap to defend our Cascade against counter magic, which is pretty cool. Windcaller Aven. I guess we're going to shock again. Like, I get why Temple Garden is the other land, because you can cast Outburst or Ardent Plea off of Steam Vents and Temple Garden, but... Answer to Teferi? Not really. Honestly, that's a bad draw. Honestly. That might be a hole as well. Just no good Teferi answer. Okay. We're definitely not going to cast Violent Outburst without a trap available, so... We also can't really risk our living end not resolving because we only have 2 left. Alright, that's pretty cool. So we're going to say go. Now we have the ability to end step Violent Outburst and defend it twice. So that's pretty good. Almost countered the Outburst. Pretty funny. So they're going to hardcast Force. We're going to Ricochet Trap. Don't want to force a Ricochet Trap because I can't force on my turn. So the trap can defend an Ardent Plea on my turn. The Force cannot. I think I want to Force instead. We're probably going to also have to use a trap too, but so I'm sure they have multiple counter spells because they haven't done anything yet. Dovin's Veto targeting Living End. Well, that's a huge... Oh, wait. I ain't countering nothing. That is so awesome. This is their Force of Negation. So I'm going to counter it. The Veto is going to counter their Force of Negation. Taste it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Oh, yeah. That's so great. Man, these forces are so good. This deck's pretty good. It's a trap. God, stop. Don't have a Wrath, please. Ugh, that's really annoying. Alright. See, I have this wax paper that I have over my light to diffuse the light, but it just keeps falling off. It's supposed to be sticky. Hold on. We're doing it live. Repairs. Hey, a Scotch Tape sponsorship. Look at that technology. God, we do it live here on this stream. All right. So they have 2 cards left. I mean, they could have like a negate or something. The problem here is that if we can't stick this this last living end. We actually can't living end anymore. That is true. Field of Ruin also just means we can't casting. I'm just going to go for it. Maybe I should have Ingot Chewered first just to put the creature in the graveyard, but whatever. Hold. Held. No Snapcaster, please. Sure. Nice Ingot Chewer, Jim. Thanks. Thanks. Modern problems require modern solutions. Sword of Fire and Ice. And then not casting it? Okay. This feels like a Cryptic Command. We currently have not lethal. Let's give ourselves lethal, please. Thank you. Give us a bad boy flying. Cryptic Command. We Force of Negation. Man, how good has Force of Negation been? It's actually unreal. Like, jeez. Oh boy. Like, I would imagine the matchup against a counterspell deck with cheap threats would be pretty bad for us. Like, they're playing counterspells, they have access to Wrath, they have a good cheap threat in Stoneforge Mystic. Like, that should be really, really bad for us. But, Force of Negation. Yeah, I think Force is one of the best cards in Modern, honestly. Oh, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Ricochet Trap, also cool. Also cool. MF Indy. Lockmare certain. There's no control deck in Standard while Teferi and Narset exist. So I'll talk about control in like a year and a half when those cards go away. Alright, this is fun. Eldrazi Temple. Alright, Chalice the Void is unbelievably good against us, unfortunately. Glassdust Hulk. Alright, so I mean, we got to get lucky here, I think, and try and Cascade next turn. We're going to shock and say go. I think the Modern Horizon prices on Magic Online are obviously a huge issue, and they need to fix that immediately. They need to put these cards in chests or lower the prices. It's absurd. I guess we're not going to do that yet. Well, we certainly get some looks next turn. That solves the Chalice problem. Doesn't solve the Thought-Knot Seer problem. So we could just fire off these Wraiths. Yeah, I'm just gonna fire these all off.
Hey Jim, how's it going?
Alpha, 9-month resub. Welcome back, my friend. 9-month resub means you need to name our sub baby. We got a baby. What's our sub child's name, please? Yeah, I'm cycling Street Wraith. Big whoop. Want to fight about it? Oh god, we're so lucky. Probably just say 2 outbursts now. All right, we're just gonna say go. Actually, there's no reason to keep doing this on our turn. We just wait, see if they cast a creature, end step outburst, bring back the triple Street Wraith Curator. Manamorphose. Manamorphose would be a problem, you know. Don't want to cascade into that one. Why's our opponent going so slowly? Trying to figure out what's going on. Maybe I just want to shrink the size of my deck. Urza's Mine. Thought Not Seer, love it. So that resolves. We're going to cycle Street Wraith in response. We're going pretty low here, I'm not going to lie, but boom. Noble Scorpion, yes. Goblins is one of the hardest decks to play in Modern for sure. How's it going? What's up, Mango? Have I seen the new green, the free spell, like the free Ancient Stirrings? Yeah, I think people are going crazy over it. It's fine. It's definitely a good card, but it's not this end-all, be-all card people think it is. So you draw a card for Thought Not Seer. If we get to Thought Not Us, our hand doesn't even matter. Alright, so they exile the Force. Okay. And they could have all his dust, I suppose. That could be a problem. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, not quite. Alright. Well, you're up. I have this motley crew here. We can double cycle, double scry with Curator of Mysteries. God, this deck is the nut. Alright, we're gonna want definitely Ingot Chewer, definitely Fulminator Mage, definitely Dismember, I think. Definitely, I think. I feel like I don't even want these Street Wraiths. And then I guess Glassdust Hulk is the worst cycler by a good amount. It is a blue card, but I think it's fine. No, Force. I think we still want Force. Counter Chalice of the Void's the big problem. Chalice on 0 means I can't cast my spell. So I like this. I like this. Almost there to 700 subs. Almost there. Almost there. Ah. That'll do it. Blink the thing in their face over and over again. Won't be able to resist it. Mystical Teachings. I imagine just for slower matchups, honestly. Like, it's just your, your 9th copy of or your 5th copy of Violent Outburst, extra copy of Ricochet Trap, a Force of Will, Dead Gone. I really want to wear and tear in the sideboard. We'll discuss what the changes I would make. But Sunset.
Subliminal advertising works.
Was that subliminal? Didn't I play against this deck in the Cool Stuff Smallpox video? Maybe? I don't remember, honestly. Good reminder to go watch that one, though. That was a good one. I did? Cool. It's probably why I wanted to play it, honestly. I saw it in the 5.0 deck dump, but look how creepy these things are. Like, they are freaking creepy looking. Why are they... This is like the weirdest art for a card ever. They don't look particularly violent. They're just like weird, creepy, big head people. I don't see Violent or Outburst on this card. Aliens. Aliens. I don't know. We all know I'm not a fan of aliens. I used to have alien nightmares. Aliens. Aliens. God, I hate ads. Ads, you kill me. I said aliens. It's like the bootleg version. I know the History Channel meme. I was just riffing off it. I was going off a little, this hand is great. Fire in the Sky as a kid? Nah, it was just the X-Files. My dad just showed me the X-Files when I was far too young. You can get away with running a Prismatic Vista over an Arid Mesa? No. You gotta fetch Blood Crypt. Any tips for college? You start next week? I appreciate questions like that. Get involved in everything. You ever see the movie Yes Man? Nick, serious question. You ever seen the movie Yes Man? These don't have to shock. Double Temple. All right, go find the movie Yes Man and watch it, and then just do what the movie says. Man, that's pretty lucky. So basically, get involved in everything. Don't be afraid to just jump into stuff. The best things I did in college were playing on the roller hockey club team, having a radio show, getting involved in there's a writing poetry like literary magazine. I used to work at the writing center. Just make the experience everything you need to make it. Take it in completely. That's nice. And enjoy it. I would say do that. Go to class. Yes. Be responsible. Yeah, you can have fun and just mess around. But I agree. No drinking on school nights. Go to class. And don't get super involved with a significant other. The first person you meet and get into a relationship with is probably not the person you're going to marry. Like college is a time where it's very easy to get really deep into a relationship. I would not do that. Yeah, just find the clubs, find the things that interest you, and do them. Just don't be afraid to just dive in. Worst case scenario, if you don't like it, leave and do something else. But if you don't drink, it's also probably good for you. What about frats? I mean, it's up to you. I think that... I wasn't in a frat, so I'm biased, but my perception of it from my friends is it seems like it's... I don't know. Yeah, it just seems like it's not super productive. Alright, I should have cycled before I fetched in case I didn't need to fetch. Alright, let's get a... I guess I want to make sure I get everything in. Yeah, I think I'd much rather... if you told me, you can do frats or you can do, clubs and things involved in the actual college, I would much rather do that. Yeah, I feel like some might be fine, but I think the connotation of frat is just, pretty bad. So that's actually a really good draw. So now we can get another cycle in before we cast the Violent Outburst. That's pretty great. If they have a Warren or a weirding or whatever its card's called. Weird something. Could be a problem. Alright, they're going to crack this. I could just rip off the Outburst here. And get 4 things back and kill Thought Knot Seer. The fear is they could have Warping Whale. That's like their one way to interact with me. Oh, I suppose All Is Dust is also a problem. I'm going to cycle and decide. Alright, we're going for it. We're going for it. But yeah, have fun. Enjoy it. No problem, Nick. You're lucky. Being young is cool. Alright, so we get to draw a card here also, which is nice. Now you have a pretty decent board. That was actually insane. I guess this card is a little hard to cast in his mana base, so that's why there's less of them. I suppose I should have let this resolve and then done it. That was stupid, I guess, but... The best concert I've ever been to? When I saw Glassdust play at like a VFW hall like 20 years ago. That was really cool. They're one of my favorite bands. I saw... it was a band called Far. They were like a West Coast band. They broke up like, I don't know, a long time ago. They got back together for like a reunion tour, made a new album. I saw them play in like a little bar in New York City. There was about 100 people there, and every single person in the entire room knew every single word to every song, and it was like probably the best show I've ever been to. Like, I like small shows, I like bars, I like, 100 people. I'm much more of like a, indie punk rock aesthetic. Like, I want the little show. I don't want to play. I don't want to see a show at Madison Square Garden or whatever, And that show is just unreal. Just everyone knew every word to every song. Everyone was so fully into it and invested in it. It was just really, really cool. All right, that's kind of a problem. Ensnaring Bridge. We don't really have an answer. Actually, I'm sorry, we have one answer to that. All right. Violent Outburst. That sucks. We're pretty close to being able to cast that and get an extra point, but... Okay, I mean, we could kill a land here, but, like... I guess it keeps their hand size up. Yeah, we're going to kill a land. But if you haven't heard Far, check them out. They're a really good band. I'm going to kill the one they searched for. I'm going to get to kill Karn. I don't have to kill Karn, but we're dealing 15 here. Karn could... I don't know what Karn can get, but I think it's worth the 3 damage. They have 5 cards in hand. They're drawing to 6 cards. What could they draw? I also have 2 Ingot Chewers in my deck too, so it's not like the bridge is a lock. I'm gonna kill Karn. Chalice the Void on 0. Sure. Yeah, I saw Mogwai play. It's funny because I like Mogwai a lot. I've only seen them play once. It was at a pretty big venue. It was fine. But the problem is that, like, a band like Mogwai... They have 2 cards in their hand? God damn it. A band like Mogwai is a... They're a hard band to see live in a larger venue. Because... I can describe it too. It's dope. If people are loud and obnoxious, it really... God, it sucks. It really ruins the vibe. You know, so all the quiet parts, you know, the people were just talking and laughing and whatever, just being really, really annoying. And, like, that just sucks. You know, but I saw This Will Destroy You at a little bar in Philadelphia, and it was awesome. Same thing. There's like 200 people there, and every single person knew all the words, but they're an instrumental band. Every person there was 110% into it. You could hear a pin drop in the quiet parts of the songs. It was really, really cool. All right, we're gonna play a fetch so we can hard cast this force if we have to. All right, I mean they have Tron, but like I imagine Force will handle most of the difficult things. Nah, I think cycling the Sphinx is just better. Mind Stone, you got it. I mean, that's actually not a problem at all. Just doesn't matter. Because we frankly, it can never attack, and we're only attacking in the air, so. Ardent Plea? No. Land. Alright, well, we have to draw some spells here. We are drawing only, well, we're actually out of lands at this point. We're out of fetchable lands. Alright, I guess I could, yeah, I'm not going to 5. Died a Walking Ballista. I doubt only 2 forces, so. Yeah, I mean Mars Volta is pretty tight. I haven't seen Mars Volta before. That's probably fine. All right, so we have 2 Ingot Chewers. We gotta find them. That is another land doesn't do anything. I can imagine Mars Volta being pretty good. I don't know what the last show I went to was, honestly. Problem is that I'm like way out on Long Island, so the shows are usually in New York City, and it's like, you know, an hour and a half of traffic and nonsense to get there, which is really annoying. So they're putting the Blast Zone on 3. Is their intention to blow up their own ensnaring bridge? This is Magic the Gathering Online. This is the old program to play Magic Online. It's been around for a very, very long time. And it's still around. It's how you play Legacy and Modern and all sorts of stuff. Putting this up to 4, and that's pretty annoying. I mean, the fact that we haven't drawn a cycling card is pretty wild. Like, our deck's almost all cycling cards. Scavenger Grounds? Sure. Come on. Fun card, right? Yeah, it's a fun card. Flying. I guess this is better than a random card. So I get to scry, so that's pretty good, actually. How about you? Scry, sure. How about you? Ingot Chewer? No. No. I don't actually have any lands left, so These fetch lands are basically worthless. So they can get like, I mean, I have a 4, a 5, a 4, a 5, a 6, and a 7. So yeah. Matter of Shaper for days. Got it. We have 26 cards left. We've scryed a number of cards to the bottom. Still have 2 Ingot Chewers. Violent Outburst. That does not help us. Oh, it's so gas. I wish that I realized that, but I didn't. Discard to hand size. Scry. That's so cool. Don't play Walking Ballista. I mean, still have 2 Ingot Chewers. Only 25 cards left. Sure, we get it. Relic, Chalice, Scavenger Grounds, got it. Could have forced. That's true. I should have forced the Mind Stone. I didn't even think about it. Yeah, I mean, maybe obviously maybe we should have attacked them and not the Karn. It felt safer. Maybe it was just wrong. I should have forced that Mind Stone too. Bottom. We can't have many cards left that aren't Ingot, thank God. I mean, I think Fulminator Mage to kill the land hopefully kept their bridge under control. The fact that they had a Chalice for 0 and they haven't really changed the math. You are dead. Flying Serpenty boy. Okay, so they're going to try and hit off their Matter Reshapers. What can they hit that matters? Relic. Sure. And Trinisphere. I guess Trinisphere is amusing. That is true. Well, they don't have Bridge in their deck. They have Bridge in their sideboard for Karn, so... Yes, we're not going to need the Violent Outburst. My buddy Jay, we played in Pro Tour. We used to go to Pro Tours together back in the day. And at Pro Tour Austin, we had a prize split. We just split, 80-20 of ourselves at the start of the tournament. And he was playing for top 16 of the Pro Tour, playing Affinity against Living End. And he was so proud of himself because he played around Violent Outburst. He chump blocked a creature that wasn't lethal in case they had Outburst to kill them, and then won the match. He was very proud of himself. 3-0. Jay's going to play with Nicole actually in Philly. It looks like. Looks like their squad's going to be Nicole, Becky Adelman, and my buddy Jay. O-Stone? They don't play O-Stone in thing. The Snakehead Flying is I cycled the card that gives it flying. 3-0. Haven't lost a game yet. Welcome to the stream. If you're just tuning in, my name's Jim Davis. If you haven't followed that stream, hit that follow button. Of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you follow on there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're at 680 subs. We're doing great, folks. Day 7 of September. Appreciate all you guys hanging out. Don't forget to check out bcwsupplies.com. I've been using their gear every tournament I've played in the last 4 years. You're going to want to use it too. Deck lockers are amazing. The new Elite 2 deck card sleeves are amazing. It's all on here. There's some great sales going on. And of course, you can use my promo code JIM10 for 10% off your order here on bcwsupplies.com. I suggest the Deck Vault 80 and I suggest the Elite 2 Matte Front Mulberries. That's my cards. Yeah, Becky's great. Yeah, he beat Eldrazi-Tron. Also, give me a follow on Twitter. Wait for this match to come up. At Jim Davis MTG, give me a follow. All that glit. And what the hell? You know? Take it easy. Wizards of the Coast, why are you so mean? So, Jay was playing Affinity. He was playing against Hypergenesis. I'm sorry. It was actually Hypergenesis. It wasn't Living End. It was Hypergenesis, and the Hypergenesis player had 2 creatures in play or whatever, or 3 creatures in play. Made an attack to Jay that wasn't lethal, but if the guy had Violent Outburst to pump his team +1/+0, it would have been lethal. And Jay had lethal on the crackback, so Jay chump blocked a non-lethal attack to play around Violent Outburst. This is kind of annoying, but we're going to keep. So, Spirebluff Canal is great. How many days are we playing? This seems really good in our deck. Do those sleeves work fine with double sleeve perfect fits? Yes, actually. They're actually very good with double sleeve cards because they're a little taller than usual. So the double sleeves don't pop out the top. Yeah, I don't know why Wizards is such a jerk towards tribal decks. Like, tribal decks are fun. You know, like, who doesn't like a good tribal deck? I don't get it. I don't know why they're so mean about it. Alright, that's pretty good. Another Eldrazi-Tron deck, huh? Chalice on 0. Crap. I don't think we can beat this. Oh, I just cycled. No. Don't look at me. I'm idiots. I don't think we can beat this thing again. My head was thinking about if we could beat this or not. Not if we could draw a Force of Will. Please, God, don't be on top. Please, God, don't be on top. Please, God, don't be on top. Oh, that's even worse. Just cast creatures. Yeah, I mean, we're going to do that. Is it going to win us the game? Probably not. Steam vents. Jesus. You know, we'll give it the old college try. Alright, well... Oh, I should have maybe shocked. I don't know. A little sloppy. Thought not seer? Yeah, sure. Have fun. What's up, Rush Runner? Foil altars? I don't know offhand. Message Hurley Burley altars. She's obviously pretty well connected in that community. I don't really know, though. Alright, well... Let's start casting 4/4s, I guess. We have been playing pretty sloppy today, so it's kind of cool we're doing well. I'm just going to block here. I mean, like, let's take my 2 for 1. Alright, this game hasn't been going too well for us. Alright, we're dead. Next game. Next game. What other decks are we doing today? They're all up on my Twitter. Check them out. Alright, Ingot Chewer's in. Ingot Chewer's in. Come on, Magic Online, you can do it. Those are in. Those are in. Got the Wraiths, I think. And 2 Glassdust Hulk. They don't line up. Those don't line up very well. All right. That was a tough one.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm going to work.
I'm at work.
Are you though?
Yeah. Why are you sassing me? Huh?
Why are you sassing me back?
Because I have to defend myself from your sass.
You sassed first.
Mutually assured sassatation.
What did you just call me?
I don't know. Yeah, this is fine. That's kind of sweet, honestly.
What's going on, everyone? I have to go.
Good.
Actually, funny you say that.
Good.
Somebody just noticed my lanyard yesterday. It was like the first time. Somebody that wasn't a total
Can't stay 'cause
like
I'm at
like
work,
a
but I
regular or
wanted to
something that just
celebrate
knows what
1
magic
year.
is. So it was like sweet lanyard. I was like, thanks.
Blazing Sound, 1 year, awesome.
Blazing Sound.
When are you getting a Nicole stream? I don't know, Nicole's lazy.
I'm not allowed to touch the computer.
That's true.
Every time I stream, I break something.
It's true.
It's true. He goes back. He's like, "What did you do to my layout?"
Yeah,
I'm like, "I don't
the
know."
overlay is backwards.
Everything's like resize. Well, because sometimes I like can't see my hand and I don't know what to do, so I just move squares.
Yeah, that's great. That's good. Whenever you don't know what to do, the best thing to do is just start hitting buttons. Always.
They're just gonna remove that.
Yeah. And?
Why didn't you just blow it up with Ingot Chewer?
Yeah, that was stupid. I'm not playing very obviously, but we haven't lost the game yet, so.
Am I actually right? Should you have done that?
You're correct. I should not have cycled. That was very stupid. I mean, we're obviously gonna kill it anyway, but I just autopilot cycled.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, thanks, Toots.
Love you.
All right, so now we're down. Now we're down a answer to bridge, but yeah, that was. I mean, I guess we can like get back the Ingot Chewer, which is cool. We're also down an answer to Chalice as well. I mean, I really F6 too. God. All right. Well. Very, very sloppy. Very sloppy today, you know? Tell you what, when I lose a game, I'll tighten up. Alright? Scoreboard. Play tower second. You still kill the mine. Taste it. Walking Ballista for 1. You lose. Good day, player. Is there a reason to wait? We get Fulminator Mage, Stone Rain them. We get Ingot Chewer to kill. That doesn't matter. And you get a 5/5. I'm pretty sure we can rip it off right now. Don't want him to draw Chalice the Void. Eight power, double Stone Rain. Your turn. I'm gonna hardcast this bad boy. You watch me. Oh look, you're dead. Wow. What's up, Juke? How's it going, my friend? Welcome. Happy to have you here live. We're playing Force of Negation Living End. Oh, I did lose a game, actually, because I punted. So I have lost a game. But, alright, so I'll tighten up then. Ugh. I did lose last game. We're just having fun. You know, we're just having fun. We're relaxing, having a good time. Alright, so game 3. Definitely think we're a little light on Ingot Chewer. Only 2 feels light. I wouldn't mind a wear tear either. Okay, Fleeland says, "Hey Jim, I want to start playing Modern. Can you explain how obtaining cards on Magic Online works and how much it costs compared to paper?" Alright, so Magic Online is cheaper than paper. You buy cards from bots. You can go to cardhoarder.com. They're the best bot service to buy cards. The margins on Magic Online cards are very low. So you can basically buy a deck and then sell it back to them for like 80% of what you bought it for, which is pretty good. Unlike paper, which is like 40%. There are also rental services, which allow you to rent cards. And that can be an easy way to go as well. Alright, it's not a great hand. We have cyclers though, so it's fine. Dismember, sure. Alright, so there's your outburst. Yeah. I don't think I can resist the turn 2 Fulminator Mage. That just seems too good to turn down. This one Spirit Guide has done some pretty good work, I'm not going to lie. Juke, I think Mono Red Prowess was better than Mono Red Phoenix before the looting ban. So, take that as you will. Scavenger Grounds? Sure. I mean, we're about to pop this thing off next turn, so... So, they must have just drawn that. Maybe not. I don't know. God, that sucks. Alright, we're in trouble. That's so annoying. They have Scavenger Grounds too. Alright, I mean, we're just going to start casting these, Curator of Mysteries, I guess. Yes, all of the Modern Horizon cards are horribly inflated right now. Which is pretty frustrating, honestly, but... I don't think I want to dismember this. Yeah, they need to get the cards in chests because they're all heinously expensive. They'll fix it, though. I mean, they have 3 cards in hand, no fast mana. Rush Runner, awesome, my friend. I mean, we find an Ingot Chewer. The Scavenger Grounds also has to be tapped. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, the 4/4 flyer is honestly pretty good right now. It's, hopefully their hand is just like, you know, Karn, All Is Dust, Ugin or something. Nope, it's Karn the Great Creator. Okay. They're a plus, sure. I think we're going to Violent Outburst to deal the 1 extra point of damage so they can't minus this. Let's cycle first. Means, yeah, sure. we're going to cast or decline to cast. Don't really want to draw a living end. We still have 2 left. So it just removes 1 living end from our deck. I guess it just goes to the bottom anyway. We're not going to cast it. Alright, so we're dealing the extra point of damage so they can't minus Karn for a bridge. And we just kill Karn next turn. It goes to the bottom. Did your Blast Zone? Alright. And Matter Reshaper. Alright. Oh, it's funny. I actually want to draw some lands here. Ardent Plea. That's pretty funny. It also pumps up my Curator of Mysteries. All right, let's cycle this. Bottom. Draw. God. Why can't I just draw a land?
Hi, Jim. I took Loxobutts to GP Minneapolis a few weeks ago and went 4-3. Awesome deck. It was a blast to play.
Sweet meatballs. That's awesome. I love Loxobots. That deck's super fun. Now you can't run a card to cascade into if it's not living end. You just play more Ingot Chewers. Like I basically have to kill Matter Shaper here with the Dismember because we just can't afford to take this damage. So that's 7, 6. I mean, then Walking Ballista is pretty close to killing us, but we have to do something here. Awesome gifts. It's great. If I shoot this, they pump this. I got a 7, 6, 5. And this sucks either way. I'm going to kill the Ballista. Answers to Graveyard Hate. We can force it. Please have nothing. Ugh, that's gross. Alright, we're dead. We can't win. That sucks. Alright, I guess the Chalice of the Void deck gets us. Chalice of the Void is just a main deck hate card against us. Maybe we should have cycled. I don't know, whatever. I guess if we draw Ingot Chewer, we can still win. So we have to draw exactly Ingot Chewer. I should have cycled. I was tilted. Yeah. Alright. If our top card is Ingot Chewer, I deserve it. Force. Alright. Alright. I'll focus more now. That matchup seems kind of hard. Like, Chalice of the Void is just like a main deck hate card. We just can't beat it in game 1. And then we only have 2 Ingot Chewers, which seems wrong. I really hate these Leyline of Sanctity. Maybe it's the only plan against Burn that works, but... Well, I could have cycled deeper, I guess. I don't even know. 3-1. Should mold the opening 7. I guess it's true. We scry, we just draw it anyway. It's like opt, so the scry doesn't matter. That's true. I'm being dumb. I think the benefit is if we draw a land. That's the benefit of scrying is drawing a land, so we have more mana to cycle next turn. We can't force it game one, it's true, but we didn't obviously do that, unfortunately. Salazar, what's up, my friend? How's it going? Welcome. All right, this deck's sweet. We'll play more seriously for the last. I mean, we beat Eldrazi Tron in the previous match. Even though the match does seem pretty bad for us. So we have lots of decks lined up today. They're all on my Twitter. Let's check that out. Yep. Works for me. Zootalo. Yeah, our next deck is going to be which one do I have lined up next? Today we're playing Merfolk, Bring to Light Scape Shift, and Red Black Burn also. Our next deck is going to be Merfolk. Thoughts on Hardened Scales? I don't know, honestly. The metagame right now is totally open. Persist Goblins? Mishra's Bauble, sure. You have a Time Spiral draft on Saturday? God, you're lucky. Errant Ephemeron is the bomb. Suspend is much better than it looks. Like almost every suspend creature is playable. Pithing Needle? Okay. Her name's Scalding Tarn? Teleria West? Sure. So they must just want an artifact in play for Mox Opal. So I guess they sacked the Bauble though, so it's kind of weird. Anyway, you can see the Merfolk list on this stream in about 15 minutes. Live. Also my Twitter. Ichor Wellspring. You got it. Thought I was playing Twiddlestorm. That's fair. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Give me those big boom booms. Alright, well. Gotta find a Cascade card. Luckily, we have 3 cantrips in our hand, so. Do I ever play multiplayer Commander? No. I do not like multiplayer at all. I don't enjoy multiplayer Magic. Everyone is far too irrational. Astrolab. How good is this card? I'm not gonna say I called it, but I did. I did say this card was busted when the set was first released. Cycling is an activated ability, yes. Thopter Foundry. Cycling. Cycling. Hello. Once more feeling. Cycling. Cool. So basically you have to Urza infinite combos next turn. Curator of Mysteries, sure. Cycling. Ardent Plea, dope. I don't think our life total matters basically at all. Ardent Plea. Whoop. Alright. GLHF. A sword will not do it. It's got to be Urza also. What are my thoughts on the Neo brand deck in Modern? I think Force of Negation is one of the best cards in the format, and the Neo brand deck can't beat that card. I think that deck's just a super glass cannon. I guess I could have Ensnaring Bridge. That would suck. They have a Worm mention for Ensnaring Bridge. God, I hate Ensnaring Bridge so much. Maybe this deck wants a few Ingot Chewers main deck, honestly. If this is Sack Wellspring, no. God damn it. I mean, we can't beat a bridge in game one. Right? Yep. Just can't beat a bridge in game one. Alright. Guess we lose. Pretty frustrating. Alright. We're going to bring in our 2 Ingot Chewers. Don't really got much else here, honestly. I mean, Fulminator Mage, they play a lot of basics. I think it's just the Ingot Chewers. And let's cut probably the Glassdust Hulks. Just the slowest, worst card. I haven't really thought about Robber of the Rich really yet. I glanced at the spoiler for it, but yeah, the Urza deck's pretty obnoxious. It's really, really powerful. It's probably the best deck in the format, and just the fact that it's very hard to play is making it not seem like it's really, really good. Like, playing a Hogak on turn 2 isn't really that hard to do. Playing the Urza deck optimally seems very, very difficult. So, decks that have a higher skill ceiling take a longer time to be banned. Ironworks is a good example of that. Yeah, it's sort of like Twin, the Urza deck, where it's like a pretty good fair deck that's also just going to combo kill you on turn 3 sometimes. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, now we have a Force in our hands, it's much better, so we get to keep. This hand's actually perfect. Marty, he's the man. What's up, Marty? Thanks for the host. You haven't seen Marty's stream? Check it out. Trax YM in chat. Marty, you can shout yourself out as a moderator. That's fine. I'll allow it. But yes, Marty's good people. Check out his stream. He also has a cute gerbil named Garrick. I mean, I'd like to draw some non-lands, but love it. There's Garrick in chat. Garrick's cool. I like Garrick. Does anyone know why Throne of Eldraine has Command Tower in it? It's for the Brawl decks. They're pushing Brawl. If you want to see the Brawl decks, you can watch them on my YouTube. I played them all. Thoughtseize? That's pretty rude. Let's cycle and see what's up. Another Force of Negation? Let's cycle again and see what's up. Another Ardent Plea. Alright, we'll force pitching Ardent Plea. Hope we draw a blue card next turn. We're putting, 14 power in play on turn 3, so... Yeah, there are cards that are only in the Brawl set. Only in the Brawl decks. Perfect. Not in the actual set. Why not let it resolve? 'Cause at that point, we... because we had 2 plays and 2 forces? Yeah, you're right. I'm being stupid. Once we had 2 plays and 2 forces, I should let it resolve. I'm obviously defending plea or force, but if the blue card I drew was not an Ardent Plea, it was just any blue card, then my play was correct. I was just fishing for any blue card. In my mind, I was shortcutting to casting it if I found a blue card, but... Miggy's new sub. What's your name? Where you from? Welcome, my friend. Alright, well, it's your turn. Again, Force of Negation has been bonkers in this deck. We're currently 3-1. We counter this, and they have a whir for bridge, we lose. This will certainly buy them a reasonably significant amount of time. Potamus, new sub, what's your name? Where you from? Welcome, my friend. They don't play that many whirs, but I don't know if our board can actually beat Sword of the Meekdopter Foundry if they have that next turn. And we can't counter Sword of the Meek. I'm gonna counter this. We also, I mean, we're pretty stone dead to a bridge save Welding Jar also, but I think we should win the game. Oh, I guess we can counter this. That's true. We can't counter Sword technically because it exiles. But if they have a Goblin Engineer or whatever, Monkey. Alright, I guess don't kill me. Oh, we're playing the monkey. You better damn well believe we're playing the monkey. Yeah, need a third. Alright, well now they can cast Whir. Thankfully, the monkey gets under the bridge. Under the bridge downtown is where I keep my monkey. I think the monkey's gonna finish him off. We have flyers too. We have a flyer too, I guess. Yeah, we're playing one copy of Simian Spirit Guide. It has done some serious work this league. All my spells smell like burnt hair lately. Making it black? Well, you can't Fatal Push this bad boy. It costs 6. Shock the monkey. Shock the monkey. Alright. Cool. What's up, the real Jubal? Alright, let's run that back. I mean, Cold Chamber's not the original artist on Shock the Monkey, right? No, they have so many basic lands that Fulminator Mage doesn't do much. This hand's tough. This hand is tough. T-U-F-F. I maybe should mulligan this hand. I don't mind mulling for a force. And like, the living end's a mulligan anyway. I'm gonna mulligan. I don't know, what do y'all think? Keep mulligan. We are on the draw with cyclers. We have to draw a second land though. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan. I like mulligan. I mean, it's kind of worse, but the living end just goes back in my deck, so it's kind of fine. So, I mean, it's the same hand with no Cascade card though. Cascade card's the important part. Dramatic Star off a swamp. Alright. Hello, Force of Negation. How do you do? They cast a Thopter Foundry. Am I forcing it? I think I am. Sword of the Meek. That's fun. I know it exiles. A sword doesn't actually do anything. It just sits there and does nothing. We can force whatever. We can force Thopter Foundry or the card that gets Thopter Foundry. Alright, that's a start. That is definitely part of the way to where we are going. What's up, editor? Is Anger of the Gods legal and modern? Yes, it is. Ooh, that's pretty good for us. Cerodon, sure. Okay. We would take one less damage to play the Temple Garden untapped, but that would also reveal our intentions better, so. Oh, Anger the card. Anger is not legal now. Alright, there's Thopter Foundry. We are going to force this. I don't think I want to. I want to cast Outburst this turn. I want to start attacking. We have almost lethal damage in the graveyard. We have 16. We have 19 damage in the graveyard. I'm going to cast Violent Outburst in response to this, and I can defend it if they try and counter it. If not, I'll counter the Foundry. Again, the fact that we can combo at instant speed and Force of Negation can defend it is like huge, huge. Keldon Barlord, new sub. What's your name? Where you from? Welcome, my friend. Oh, they can't cast Bridge, so. Alright, that resolves. Now we have. Yes, now we're gonna force this. God, Force is so good in this deck. Like, what a turn 4. Well, my turn 3. This deck is gas. Oh, boy. This deck is good. Pretty sloppy league. We went 4-1, like, pretty easily. Yeah, this deck feels awesome. This is a deck. The main deck seems great. I kind of like the 1 Spirit Guide. I don't think you ever want to draw 2. And it kind of like throws the math off a little bit here and there. I think I would like to see Thurn's new sub. What's your name? Where you from? Welcome, my friend. I think I would like to see a Hallowed Fountain in this deck. I get it. We can operate off 1 Steam Vents and 1 Temple Garden, but if you only have 2 fetches, give me an issue. Definitely want to see. I definitely want to see more Ingot Chewers in the sideboard. Fulminator Mage is also really good. I don't know if you want these ley lines. I get it that Burn's probably an unwinnable matchup without them, but you can't beat everything. The format's already adapted to Burn. That's 4 sideboard slots, you know, like I also think playing at least 1 Chewer main is probably fine. Maybe the Spirit Guide's not necessary. It wasn't bad for us, but we also got pretty lucky with it too. I could see cutting a Spirit Guide or Glassdust Hulk for 1 main deck Ingot Chewer. There's enough artifacts that's probably a thing. It just gives you an out to bridge also, which is kind of nice. I wouldn't mind the mana base being cleaned up a little bit. Well, we can't play Helix because we got can't Cascade. We can't play any cards that cost less than 3. Timely Reinforcements is a much better card against Burn that's castable. So we can like replace the ley lines, put in like 2 Timelies, put in like a 3rd Ingot Chewer, maybe main deck 1 Ingot Chewer, and it's probably a really good spot to start. I also wouldn't mind 1 Wear and Tear in the board. So maybe we have 1 Ingot Chewer main, 2 in the sideboard, and then 1 Wear and Tear in the sideboard. Makes the teachings a little nicer. I kind of like the teachings. It's pretty cool. Next up is Bailey from Tasmania. Cool. Plays Aether Revolt. Favorite card is Goblin Pile Driver. Love it. Love it. War Leader's Helix. Love it. Yeah, I can see playing more fast lands also. We fetch Shocked a lot. The problem is that in Jund, red is the base color because all of your Cascade cards have at least red in them. In this deck, the Cascade cards are both split by 2 colors. So you need to have all 4 colors to cast your Cascades. So that's why the mana base of Steam Vents and Temple Garden can cast everything. I kind of get that, but... And also, all of our cyclers are blue. It's like blue cycler, blue cycler, blue cycler, red cycler, blue or white cycler. So the green is a little awkward. But I think that we could definitely fit in like another few fast lands and maybe a Hallowed Fountain. It's possible. Nah, Canopy lands seem a little rough. But yeah, Butthorn, new sub. What's your name? Where you from? Welcome, my friend. 686 subs. September's doing great. You're all awesome. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. But yeah, this deck seemed really, really good. Really, really good. I'm excited to work on this deck more because Force of Negation is very, very good in Modern, and it is bonkers in this deck. So, that's this deck. If you're watching on YouTube, that's it for this video. Go watch another one. Subscribe. I love you.